extremely early on a Saturday. But we're gonna talk watches today with over a cup of coffee. All right, so I had a couple questions for you guys today. So this is gonna be sort of a touch and go type of thing. Um, Wrist check. Let's go ahead and get this out the way. Got this Casio. One Casio I just got. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Since I just got this 2 days ago, and I know this has been talked about all over the place, man, for years. Everybody's been jumping on this 1200, and I like the way it feels. I don't know. Like for me, man, it just reminds me of Star Wars or something, man. I don't know what it is, the Death Star or something. Like it's, I don't know. Maybe it's that. I don't know what it is, man. But like this is something I think that like that's where my imagination goes. Is like straight to like those TIE fighter pilots. I don't know. That's just me, man. I think this watch is super dope. Um, I had a question for those of you guys. If you watch this and you have this watch, it is an 18 millimeter lug opening on this watch. Would you change out the strap on this? And I was going to save that like towards the end of this live, but I want to jump into that real quick. What's going on, Christopher? Greetings from Aruba. Hey, man, I watched that video, bro. That bracelet, I mean, the whole watch, the whole vibe, to be honest, is crazy. And please, y'all, right now in the chat, matter of fact, I don't know if you guys can see this on the replay, but I just tagged the good morning. I want you guys, if you're not subscribed, go over there or haven't seen the video or know who that is. Go check it out. Go check the video out. Go look at the latest watch that Design Atelier is dropped because, bro, that watch is, I don't know, it got a different vibe for me, man. The bracelet was like crazy, man. It looks like a weapon, bro. Like I went straight to Kratos. You know what I'm saying? Like having a chainmail, but it was the way the design is, and it comes to like that the subtlety of the case. That thing is beautiful, man. I don't know. I don't know. I think I have like a strange sense of fashion, I guess. I don't know. When I look at watches, sometimes I just go into a whole different realm. And then some watches just look like watches to me. Good morning. Good morning. Good as word. Hannibal's in the building. Okay, so straps. I listened to a podcast a few days ago, and what happened was somebody put in the chat that they had, I can't remember what watch they had, but they upgraded their bracelet. And that's the reason I was asking, if you had this watch, would you upgrade the bracelet or would you keep it the same? So what I was looking at was, or what the comment was, they'd rather keep their watches original. And I know I see watch straps being advertised. I've actually went to what was it, Kokomo. I got this strap. This isn't the original strap for this watch. But I would say this got to be one of the dopest watches. Like visually, like this thing is so beautiful, man. So beautiful. Now they have the newer version. This is 2024 version. The 2025 version is a lot larger than this one, right? It's like it's thicker case design. It's the same. It's like a hockey puck, man. And I like it, but like I think this is cool. This is cool. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it just does. Hold on, I'm gonna flip it around so you can. I think sometimes this other camera gets it a lot better. Look at that, man. The greens, the blues, it's supposed to represent the ocean. And I'm gonna say something real quick, man. And if you take offense to that, I think those watches or companies that do the recycled plastic with the whole saving the ocean thing, I think that's cool. But my personal opinion, I think it'll be better for you to just, instead of you buying a watch, just drop whatever you're going to spend on the watch, do that, or at least give something to it. If you're in that area, give your time out there helping them or whatever it is, process the stuff. Because I don't, like, there's not a lot from the watch that you buy is going to go, like, they have to sell so many watches. And then when you get it, man, like, how often would you wear it? Now, I wear this watch. I do wear this watch. This thing is beautiful. The Bahamas was the best place for this thing, man, because, like, the Bahamas really brings out, or just singular tropical, or Aruba. I've never been to Aruba. I would love to go. I would definitely love to go. All right, we got some more people in the chat. Good morning, Megazoid. Ladies and gentlemen, people and the rest of you. Good morning, bruh, in chat. Miss Williams, what's happening? Last year I'm aiming for a sky dweller now. That's cool. That's cool. And Easy, that was, I'm glad you're here, Easy, because that is where I wanted to go next. Was responding to YouTubers and whatnot. So I've seen that there's been a split in between how we look at YouTube. So you have who's that? The Escapement show. I was watching that early. You have to get up early for that show because I think, like, for my time, I'm Eastern Standard Time. I think he started around 3 or 4 o'clock. I was up at that time, so I got to watching that, and they were talking about a lot of nice watches, man, like Google 4C, Jorn, and it made me think about yesterday. Now, granted, I was supposed to be in New York today, but life happens. Regardless of how much you plan, sometimes it just don't work out. And the rich chick went live, which I'm so thankful that she went live yesterday, because I think during a show, like the wind up, minutes and hours, even Watches and Wonders, which I've never seen. I don't think I've seen anybody do a live from Watches and Wonders, but I'm not subscribed to everybody, so I can't catch everything. However, I think that is one of the most important things to do, is go live so people can see what it is. And I think that just builds the curiosity, it builds the community. And I had people on the ground. I got some, you guys gonna think that I was there because I got a bunch of pictures. I'm gonna be honest, I got over 100 pictures from the show yesterday in my phone right now. Hold on, and I don't want to miss out on any of the chat. Are you the original designer of the watch? Wasn't able to make it in New York. That's my original. Really? Man, yes, Aruba is very nice and pleasant all year round. Ah, man. Seiko, step back into the course game. The protocol is back. 2026 debut. Yeah, I saw that. I wonder how many people are gonna jump. Everybody's gonna jump on that. Everybody's gonna jump on it, or some people. And then we're gonna see an array of YouTubers talking about it. And it's so crazy how different our tastes are. I want to go back to, let me see, where, hold on. I want to go back to somebody just said they got a Rolex. Hannibal said he saw your piece. Bittleworth had that same watch. Come on in. Yeah, man, yeah. Rich check, I-Force Commander. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all rocking this morning, man. Okay, you said you received your first Daytona last year. I'm aiming for the Sky Dweller. Sky Dweller, wouldn't that be considered the most complicated Rolex out there? I got a chance to see the Sky Dweller, and I was really impressed with the complication. I was watching how they actually manipulate their watch, how they use it, proper use of it, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That is so cool. Watches are, man, some companies do some amazing things with watches. And oh my gosh, what was it? I watched yesterday, and I'm supposed to be responding to YouTubers' videos. Crap. I'm trying to think. They were having a discussion about watches, man. Man, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I got my other device. I saw Teddy went. He dropped a video this morning. There were a number of people that dropped watches yesterday. Dufresne showcased their new watch, which I think is a chronograph. Yes, it is a chronograph, and it's based on their bracelet. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to pull that up. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me go to Dufresne. Let me go to that first. I'm gonna stay focused real quick because my mind is all over the place right now. Dufresne watches. Let's see if I'm pretty sure he got on. I hope he got on his website, but he did showcase it yesterday. On he's out there in New York. Let's see. Is it on there? I don't see it. Oh no, I don't think he. Hold up. Let me see. Let's see. Oh wait. I think it is. Yep, it is. We're gonna flip the camera around. And that's it right there, y'all. That is new Dufresne. Now I would love to see this watch in the metal. The deep red dial I think is cool. I like that bug eye. It would look like an owl. It looked like the owl is pissed. An owl is pissed off at you because you didn't pick it up. So they dropped one yesterday. Nomadic dropped their chronograph. They have been hinting at it, and I got a chance to see it when they were here in Indiana. I didn't see the actual watch. He just showed me the pictures and stuff like that, and I thought the watch was pretty dope. Now, I don't know. You know what? Let me see what is the price. I don't think they have a price on it. And that is amazing. Dufresne has been in business for 10 years. I heard him say that on the Rich Chicks podcast yesterday. All right, Mega. Yeah, hold on. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Love a good buy compacts. Yes. Richness. What's up, Bob? Trap, are you carrying 25 watches again? Possibly. And I'm gonna dig into my collection. I'm gonna rate or let you guys rate my collection. What I have, I do have a later on today. Amazon will be dropping off 2 new straps for my watches. I am updating my Pro Diver 9937 OB, aka Lil Rolex, because that's what it is. That's that piece was the one that got Invicta in trouble with Rolex, or actually sued by Rolex. I have it because that watch, I mean, it is definitely, yeah, it's close in nature. It's close in nature. And you know, too, with all of these watch companies doing updates, and I'm just going to put this out there for those that have been following Invicta, I'm going to be honest, and I know for a fact, even if the people from Invicta watch this or somebody say, hey, he's talking about you guys again, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to give you the fan service. They're just not. It's like at one point they were, but the Pro Diver, the one that, you know, that looks more like a Rolex, should had an upgrade by now. And I'm talking about as far as lume, you can still get, because the one I have has a Salida 200 in it. That's no problem. But I think what should have happened was they should have went to an upgraded one where you get rid of the, I'm going to say get rid of the case back, the exhibition case back, just to give it like a flatter stance, take a few millimeters off of that thing, man. Upgrade the bracelet, because the bracelet is dated. It's not that it's trash, it's dated. It's dated. That friction clasp, come on, man. Like, we're in a time frame where, like, you got, like, who is it? Pagani and these other companies are doing on the fly adjustment bracelets, man. So I'm like, dude, Invicta's been around since forever. And I'm not even talking about from their start. From the 90s up to now, watches have evolved. And you have Sam Martin, which the price has gone up, but you're getting so much watch. You don't have the prestige of history, right? But anybody that's dealt with a Sam Martin watch, oh my gosh, that watch is freaking amazing. All right, let me get into the comment section. We need to hit up PA Jordan soon. Okay, hey, Hannibal, you know what? Like we need to go as soon as next week. Let's shoot for next week. Let's meet out there next week. Because yeah, I think I want to go out there. Today, I hope that Skyler gets some good footage and stuff like that, because he's out there, and I know he didn't go live yesterday, which is great for him, because when you go to a New York show, I personally think that like somebody got to take the bullet. Somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody got to go live and do it, while the rest of everybody else like breathe it in, just take it in, and then hit all of your vendors and stuff like that, and you get as footage where you can. But yeah, because you want to enjoy that thing, man. You don't want to be in there just like, because that's work, man. Trying to get back and forth. I'm telling you, for those that's never done this, you've never tried to capture the moments or bring information and get like during the interviews. Oh my gosh, because you have to stop by every table, and you know that's crazy. Because they got to be like 80 to, no, I must say about 80 vendors. That thing was so packed yesterday. Invicta has changed so much, unfortunately, for the worse. We should bring back Swiss-made and reserve pieces. Jose, for all of my Invicta folks, let me see, what is the number? Model number 18727. Is Invicta's X-Wing. Now, the actual watch itself, I'll show. Matter of fact, we're not going to guess at the measurements, but we're going to show the measurements, because I'm pretty sure I have my calipers with me somewhere. And voila, calipers. Say caliper, caliper. Hey, bro. My buddy making a lot of noise. Okay, so they say the bezel is 46 millimeters across. I'm reading 44 millimeters across. But if you're going to measure it from case to crown, hold up. If I can get that thing on there. It's 56 millimeters exactly. Case to pusher is 53.6 millimeters. The lug to lug, which is kind of tricky, but I know where to measure it at. The lug to lug is 57 millimeters, and as you can see how it's structured. The crown on this thing, let's see how much the crown is. The crown is 11.7 millimeters thick. And how thick is this thing with the crystal? It's 17 on the button. So, this watch, in the eyes of somebody that is a 40 millimeter and below, they just passed out. They just said, oh my gosh. So that's what it looked like on the wrist. And this one is a Swiss quartz, but it's Swiss made. It's an older piece. You can see how this thing is built. There's so many layers to this watch. And those paddles are function pushers for the chronograph. You have abalone shell. Now, this is with their flame fusion crystal. Yep, flame fusion crystal. This is part of the reserve collection too. But they don't make these like this anymore, and they have on the strap, you see the Invicta logo throughout. So, yeah, that's one of the oldies but goodies. What y'all think about that one, Jose? You are preaching to the choir, my friend. Do you think it's worth it for a new brand like us to exhibit in a big show like Wind Up New York? I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I do. I do, and I'm gonna tell you why. The exposure is crazy. And it has like since I've been going to Wind Up, and I haven't been to New York Wind Up, but like I'm telling you, I felt the energy through Rich Chick. People are so intrigued. You have more and more people coming in. They had to open up more levels, so you're being exposed to more stuff. And one thing I know about people, when we talked about the tariffs, right? You know what they did to people? People were upset. Some people said I'm out of the game. But since the tariffs, I've actually bought 3 watches since tariffs have touched base. One of the watches that I bought has gone up in price. Seiko has gone up in price. So for your watch, people want new. Yes, it is good. But the biggest thing is consistency. So you start showing up to these events and they start seeing you on YouTube, they start seeing you like little, and even your local events. Yes, it works out fine for you. There's one person in particular that has not been able to go out with his brand, right? Me and him had this conversation. He's had his brand since, oh my gosh, is it 4 or 5 years now? And he hasn't been to a wind up. He hasn't been to Minutes and Hours, even though his brand has been there. Has been always been somebody represented. I even represented it at one point. But people want to see you. They want to touch it. They want to know who you are. And because YouTube is what it is, bro, you become a freaking celebrity at that point. When people like Steve from Dufresne Watches, like, I mean, think about all it, man, bro. Texas is on fire with their stuff. Nomadic is exploding. Peter and his team exploding, bro. So yeah, now it's expensive though. That's the thing. You're gonna have to invest some money. Man, bro, you're gonna have to invest some money. And I saw yesterday 5280, the company 5280 watch company was there, but he was there with the buckle company, so they shared a booth. Struggles on my content making. You can't do both. Have to do work or look. Yeah. Yeah, so Rob, I remember you told me that you was doing something with your group, man, with your people, which I think I think is dope. In studio putting in work. Hey. He said that was a big boy watch for sure. Yeah, the X-Wing is difficult to come up with the measurement. It is, Rob, it really is. But I know that, you know what I'm saying, like how this thing is made, the lug system. And if you do, like you can get a strap for this, but it has to be so custom. Yeah, it's weird how this thing, man. There's so many levels to this thing, man. I believe this one, and I'm trying to think. There was another piece that has the Sabakwa. The Sabakwa has the most components on the bezel constructing the case. They have the most components. So that thing's a monster. What's up, House of X? I hope you guys enjoyed the show, because I know I got y'all message yesterday. You see the watch is abomination. I love it. Yeah. Christian White, I have many VD53s, but they keep good time. Never had a failure. And Victor needs to do at least get back to Swiss Ronda course. Stop cheapening out. Trap was wearing satellite dish. Fire. Yeah. No tariff issue for us. We ship stock in the U.S. We factor it. Okay, that's in your cost. Okay. That's a plus, man. Trap, where is your watch show? So I attended, I've been to Wind Up Chicago. I've been to Minutes and Hours, and Whiskey Wheels and Watches up in Kokomo. I want to say I did something else. Did I go to something else? Oh yeah, I went out to Philly. Went out to the Philly show. With the Philly show was like super, like it's a cozy show, man. You doing your thing. It's not as crowded, which is cool. because you get to see, you get to listen and talk, you get to touch. But then, because I like that rush and there's so many people, man, I even seen. I was watching Rob's video. San Francisco. The wind up in San Francisco is different from Chicago. But the New York one, oh man, bro. Like I saw the traffic, I saw how many people was outside, man. I was like, yo, this thing is crazy. Shabakwa 5, we on the Red Dot Award. Yeah, I got one of those. Best micro brands right now, Kuo, Borealis, Design, Atelier, Northern, 5280, Apparel. And you have the nerve to talk about me. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What are you talking about? I'm gonna tell you another one that I think is a good one. I brought it too, I believe. South Baltimore is another brand that I think is matter of fact, I did bring my Invicta out. So when I was mentioning, I brought this is the one that got Invicta in trouble with Rolex. Rolex, baby. But y'all see what I'm talking about. Look at that bracelet. There is no taper. It's straight down, up and down. But you have a friction class. Now, you still have the levels of micro adjust that are cool. And you got the middle class. But, like, this is where Invicta should be shining at, man. Now, like, at this point in the game, they should just be updating stuff. You have that. And if they're going to do this right here, which I think, honestly, the 1953 in this piece, since it's paying homage to one of the greatest watch companies ever, why not do it the way they did it? And I get it, like you can't rest on that. You know, Invicta's different. We do stuff that's fun because obviously you showed that it's less money grab because like how y'all doing now. Haven't listened to the customer in quite some time, so I'm like, hey man, just get the people like. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing what other people are doing at this point. Because it's a race, man. You sit there trying to do your own thing. Now, the other thing too is like I don't know what their sales are, so they may be listening. If they listen, like Trap, we selling out the gyms. Dude, what you talking about? I still think they should do fan service. You know what I mean? And for the life of me, I don't know why. What is the problem with Invicta doing like better loom? Their loom is garbage. I'm talking about when you loom this thing up, bro. Like this thing, 20 minutes on a full blast. There's no telling time. You can tell that the loom is there, like you can say it's still active, realistically after 20 minutes. But it's like man, even with your eyes fixed to it. I've done it with this watch. And it's disappointing because this is like, how many people love Pro Diver in the Invicta community? The Invicta Reserve divers with the Swiss movements were some of the best. They will never make those again. I have some of those and I cherish those. It's from an era that's no longer here. Jose, man, that's a there should be some pride in what you do, man. There should be pride in how you get down with your watches, man. Because you got companies like when I talk about South Baltimore, and I don't think I've done a video where I reviewed this watch. I talked about it looking sort of like an IWC, but I'm gonna tell you something about this watch. Like from wearing it, it's very lightweight, but it is so present and striking and just out there. I could take my glasses off and read the time. And y'all know these are bifocals, bro. Y'all see that? Dude, my vision is like after I left the Army, my vision said, well, you don't have to shoot nothing like that no more. So my eyes shut down. I don't know what happened. I think my body was just, I don't know. I think like that the next week after me retiring, my vision went bad because I never wore glasses before. But I could see the time with this without it. And you know, when you buy something, right? When you dig into something, and I'm gonna tell you this because I know we got Rob in the chat, and there's other content creators in the chat. You guys bring us some of the best watches You guys introduce us to different companies and stuff like that. Shoot, Rob just did a video the other day that reminded me. He did a watch that reminded me of the Tag Heuer's Monaco, and it's not a chronograph. It's a master calendar, I believe it is. I said, I'm getting that watch. You know, when you see something, you're like, yo, that's crazy. But then, now I'm not gonna. I was gonna play this video, but I'm not gonna play it. Let's just say this. I listened to a conversation between Britt Pierce and like she has her podcast, and she mentioned her and her partner mentioned some of the higher end watches, right? And for me, being a consumer, I'm looking at how this breaks down over the course of video. So when I look at my dude watch versus a Britt Pierce video versus a Teddy video, everybody's different in what they represent. Then I go to Rich Check Podcast, and one thing stands true, that the higher end, like I said, 4Z and some of those other ones, those are great to look at. But practicality and for money wise is something that you can grab right now. Or it's not even that, because I think there's, to me, and I'm just talking solely for me, I can't speak for you guys. I love a tool watch. Absolutely love a tool watch. Like this one, I'm ditching the strap because I really don't like the strap. I bought this off of Amazon and I hate the strap. I hate it. I just really do. You know what I'm saying? And I ordered a strap that should be in here later on today. And I'm not going to say it's going to upgrade the look, but I just want to change. I want to get this out. But I don't want to put the bracelet back on. It's too heavy. But this watch is okay with me, right? And this watch retailed at $1,300. And what Britt Pierce was saying, that like, question, when you talk about grill watches, would you rather have one expensive grill or a few? You know, like whatever the price point to get to that grill, you will replace that grill with multiple watches that you can get underneath that. And that was the question. But like, I think for me, my answer for that, like if there was an open panel, because I left a comment. I really don't comment on them, but I left a comment. It comes down to you. It comes down to what you like, and don't feel punished because if you don't like a high-end watch, you just don't like a high-end watch. I'm okay with this Seiko right here. I think this is probably one of the best releases this year. The Jane Krantz re-release. The Jane Krantz, for me, man, it just reminds me of coming up with my parents, because my mother always wore a watch that had that gray dial, that face that looked just, I don't know, it just reminded me of the 80s. You know, and the information center on that thing, date. I like that type of watch. In the cushion style, I'm okay with that. Even if I had a lump sum of money, I was trying to think, like, what would a grail piece be for me? Maybe I should have did. We've touched the grail conversation a lot. I really don't want to go through that again. Maybe, I don't know. What do you guys think? I got one of my Victor reloomed from Kokomo. Yeah, I got my reloomed as well. Hamilton dropped the new khakis with power reserves. Yeah, I saw those and I love those. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Right now, in my old man phase of watch collecting, you kids get off my grass phase. I'm gravitating towards Hamilton like crazy, y'all. Like, that's what I mean. I want that power reserve, and I'm actually going to get the new Hamilton. And if you look at it, it's a collaboration between Hamilton and Call of Duty. You look on the case back, it has a Call of Duty logo stuff on it. You look on the front of the watch, there's nothing added. There's nothing new to it. There's no different second hands. There's nothing fancy to it. It's a khaki, right? Nothing. Is it worth $1,000? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to spend $1,000 on that watch. I don't, because I think, like, cause I remember when I first joined the Army, that khaki was $380 at the PX. $380. And that was in 1999 when I joined the Army. Plus the 3 watches. Dreaming about Taurus Blue Dot. Ooh. Event yours, what's happening? I'd rather have 5 $2,000 watches than one $10,000 watch. I feel that. A grill watch does not have to be high end. And that was my point too. That was my point. You know, I'd left a message in there. I'd said some stuff because you know the thing about YouTube, you're gonna get rated regardless of what you say and do. And between those two, when they did their podcast, it was their words. If you go and look at it, their words. They didn't want. Well, they like what I know in the comment section, people are going to say we're out of touch, and hey, maybe you are. But all I know is like your view on watches, and then they're touching expensive watches. When I go to Moyer Jewelers, and I grabbed a hold of a Rolex that was $120,000, right? And this guy bought it at one of the events. I'm looking at a Vacheron, right? The first time I saw the 222, which would be my birth watch, because that watch came out in '77, the one that they had, and I was like, that's crazy, right? And then there was another, the Vacheron Overseas, like that watch was amazing. I was looking at it. It's a beautiful watch to look at, right? And then the AP, you know, and I'm like, okay, this is great. This is a nice looking watch. And I can't lie and say that the fact that, you know, my knowledge of these watches has always been through YouTube or rap videos, GQ on the rocks. And there's always a cost involved with it. You know, it's like, okay, I know that this watch is $40,000, or this watch, before you bust down, this watch is worth $80,000. Man, I was looking at a Patek freaking perpetual calendar, man, and the complication on that watch, the fact that I had it in my hand, and I was like, yo, and I know like this thing is worth more than my house, about 3 times worth more than my house. I'm like, that's crazy. And then even with the Jacob & Co., man, looking at that, the sports car timepiece. Oh, thanks, bro. I saw the wrist shot. Thank you. Solid gold Panerai for you, man, bro. If I had a dream about a Panerai, bro, that would be for me, that would be the highlight. Like a Panerai would be like the highlight. Or the other watch that I said I like, the Omega Speedmaster 57. I think the Speedy, man, no, those new Speedies, Dark Side of the Moon, bro, I'm be honest, that all black one they had with the red accents is fire. It is fire, man. And I like that was it the silver one, the gray side of the moon or whatever. That's fire. Those are nice watches. Expensive, but those are nice watches. That would be the highlight, you know, even if money was no object. If money was no object, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at the 4C, man. 4C is that, like looking at one of those is great. But I know that's not my speed though, man. That like, all right, let me see. Grail need to have the challenge attached to it. Doesn't matter if the challenge is value or ideal. Otherwise, you can buy it easy. Not exactly Grail by concept. Yeah, bro, and that's the thing too, man. Let me pin that. Let me dive into. I'm gonna dive into something real quick. So, with this piece right here, this would not be considered a grill to some people, right? If somebody on YouTube or a YouTuber saw this and I said, "Hey, this is my grill," and they may bend up the face like, "Why would you call this titanium piece? It has a Miyota 9015 exhibition case back. It has the company's logo on the back of it." And this watch represents Baltimore, right? You have this wine red, beautiful, man, sunburst watch timepiece. Hold up, oversized crown, and you have orange accents. That's the actual plane. That plane is not historic at all. It's not a C-130. That is actually a bomber though, and it was one of the fastest bombers that was built out in Baltimore. And what's crazy is they had a gun system on this thing that would chop down anybody that was trying to get to it, and they can outrun mostly anything in the air for the time. Now, it's not considered the Bolt is not considered to be like some legendary plane, but it did its job. Even when France had it, they didn't win, but it did damage when the enemy saw this plane. And this is what this is built off of. But like what he's doing is literally bringing the heritage of his place of origin, his state, like where he lives, and entrepreneurship. So there's a lot wrapped up into this watch. Now I don't know if that design means something on the side or that's just it's for aesthetics. I'm not sure. I know I wore this yesterday. I did. If anybody's following me on Facebook, I did a walk yesterday. I did 71,000 steps, which equates to 35 miles. I wore this watch the whole time on my wrist because every other watch is too heavy. And then a piece that is very significant to me, I definitely, this is a grill piece for me. Now, and it's not so much that it wasn't hard to obtain. This was close to $1,000. Has a Salida 330 in it. Smoothest movement in it, but I know somebody that I served with wore this in Vietnam. So this watch, man, and then I had to upgrade it to this strap right here, which it gives it a whole different look. And I think I'm gonna keep it with this because this is a work watch now. This watch right here represents my military career of a Purple Heart veteran that I know that I seen a few months back. He's in a wheelchair now, but he was walking around with shrapnel from, like being gunned up, shot up, you know what I'm saying? And that watch means a lot to me. So I don't know if you consider, well, it don't matter if you consider the Grail. That one is an heirloom. Let's just say that. It's an heirloom to me. But I think, what you're saying, if it's easily obtained, and I have some watches in my collection, I'm like, it took a couple months to save up to buy. I like that too. I only spend the band if you look like, man, you look like that's expensive. Okay, yeah. Welcome in. One watch I really enjoy is my 48mm all black glycine combat NATO strap. Glycine is slept on, man. I'm telling you, bro. The combat sub, and I just saw my man Tyree did a review on the $1,000 Timex, and I'm not saying that watch isn't worth it, but that watch in comparison, and when I'm looking at it, I like it, but I also like the combat sub. And if I had my choice of getting either one, I got to go with a trusted source, man. I got it, and Timex is trusted. Don't get me wrong. Even the movement that they have in there is not, it's a newer movement, I guess, or a movement that nobody knows about too much. They don't know the durability. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, I don't know the durability, but I'm going to choose that piece every time. I'm gonna choose that piece every time. Did anyone pick up the Corona Grand Jubilee of Canada yesterday? That's a good question. They are pricey. Hold up. I believe you are correct. Julius Caesar, Hail Caesar. Caesar, man. And for a lot of you guys, I love seeing you guys in the chat, man, because you guys support so much, man. You guys are like legit enthusiasts, man, fans of the brand. I love seeing that. I absolutely love seeing that, man. And I did a live last week, and I was just expressing the ups and downs, the ebb and flow of doing YouTube, man. But one thing remains constant is seeing the same names that pop up, man. That and I appreciate that. I do. And you know what I'm saying, being over here, being subscribed, being members, all that stuff, man. Everybody that comes over, even if you drop the comment, even the comment section that says I should do away with talking about certain watches, man. I do appreciate all of it. I do. I don't appreciate the racist stuff that some of y'all be saying. Not y'all, but like the people that come in and be like, because I don't need to be reminded of my nationality and stuff like that. Like that, there's no place. We get it. You know what I'm saying? If you woke up on that type of energy, man, something wrong with you. They know somebody will buy it. Yep, Omega, new 15K on a rubber strap. Ooh, somebody gonna buy it though. I appreciate the mechanical engineering beauty of high end, even though I will never own one. You never know, bro. You never know. I'm gonna tell you this, Risful. A friend of mine literally bought it wasn't a Santos. It was the Cartier tank, $25. They didn't know what it was. They didn't. I guess the people that got it, it was at a Goodwill. Paid $25. Paid, I forgot what she said she paid for the service. A few $100s to get it serviced. It still worked, but got it serviced, updated, cleaned up, new gaskets, the whole nine. And from the purchase to like, what did she pay? $600, $500 for service? A Cartier tank? That's in great condition? Oh my gosh. So bro, yeah, man. I've seen it, man. The guy that was on my shows when I was at Trifecta paid $1 for an Omega, an old school Omega, mechanical one. $1, $1. Crystal needed to be. It had scratches on it, but they cleaned the crystal up. Jay cleaned it up, polywashed it, and it's bro. So you never know. You mess around and come up on one of those deals, man. And then also another thing was those. Not auction houses, man. Estate sales. Estate sales be having some crazy stuff. Yard sales got stuff that's crazy, bro. You can come. You never know. You might be in the right place, right time. Somebody could take their watch off their wrist and give you a Rolex, bro. I've seen it happen. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm telling you. So, Alan is proud. Yeah, I know he is. I do have Illuminox at home. Started looking at those closer. Yo, Timex, yeah. The original owner of Illuminox started brand Protect Better Watches. Yeah, and one of his friends actually works at Moria Jewelers. One of his oldest friends worked at Moria Jewelers. That's how I found out about him. We need to be more united. This world is sad. It's a sad one. Yeah. I do believe that. And I haven't said this in a long time, man, and not to sound cliche, man, but it all started with a watch. I mean, having an idea of what I want to do with my life on YouTube and just stuff like that. Actually, YouTube wouldn't even been a thing if it weren't for Tony Woe. He was like, yo, Trap, you need to take this on the road, bro. Like, you have a passion for watches. You love it. You enjoy people. Bro, go for it. So here we are. And a lot of our relationships started with just a watch. Yo, James, he's in Bangkok, man. Hey, James, great video yesterday. That's another one. So people, if you don't know who James is, if you don't know who James is, watch it. James has a YouTube channel, and his name is James, and he's talking watches. Go check it out. Check out his latest one. He's doing something different, man, which is crazy. Like, he's taking us on a trip. Your B-rolls, like, looking at, oh, man, it is so beautiful, bro. I so appreciate that. That was so dope. But the funniest part about that video was you said you walked out the door. I can't tell no more. Y'all just got to go watch it. But your struggle, though, and I'm laughing because I understand that. So when I go on a cruise, do you know how hard it is to go on a cruise? And I want to bring this with me every time. Because, like, look at, this is a watch that you're going to take on a cruise, bro. Look at the strap. Bro, look at that. That still got sand in it. Bro, like, you see, bro, this watch literally I got in the water with this watch. And, yo, bro, like, I enjoy it, but it's so hard when you're trying to pick, because you can't take every watch with you. Like, you got your bag. I got my carry-on bag, so I bring this with me every time. Well, let's go watch this somewhere else. I'm making sure. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Oh, we about to bring this plane in for landing. It's hard trying to decide what watch to bring, man, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm all about colors when it comes to the cruise. I'm all about colors. So, like, this one is definitely, that's in aviation watch. But yo, when I tell you that the dial on this thing is all the way live. This is one of my favorite watches too. I have a bunch of my favorite watches, and all of them aren't my favorite, but the ones that I hold near and dear. And speaking of which, if you do buy South Baltimore, this is what it comes in, which I think is like stellar. Those things pop in. I don't think I've done a review, but those snap. And like I saw these in a very expensive watch roll. So I'm like, yo, for the price that you pay for that price, I think it doesn't go out the window. I'm conscious of price. Don't get me wrong, but there's certain watches when I see the price, I'm like, it's just the opposite. I'm gonna get that watch. And it comes down to like when we're talking grills. And I know we've been all over the place with this, man. Went from talking about watching James, the design atelier with his new watch, YouTubers that are talking, which they do talk a lot of expensive watches. And it's funny when they come into finding out about companies like this and they say, wait a minute, hold up, there's a lot of offering for something. I mean, high beat movement, titanium. Oh, Vickers, this thing, that's the other thing. Like, so this thing will look great. It's scratch resistant. It's more scratch resistant than your average 316L steel or titanium watch. 1200 Vickers. So this thing is gonna look good for a long time. And the light play on this thing, the way he finished it off with this watch, and I don't know how difficult that is. I've never watched a video on how they did finishing, like from start to finish. But I'll tell you what, and then look at the height on that crystal. This watch right here, Chef's Kiss, I like it. I like everything about it. I think I will I'll do a deeper dive. I should have been doing a deeper dive. Wing is a mad scientist. Yes, he is, bro. Yes, he is. Trap. If you like colors, Aragon is the way to go. Hey, and you know this, man. You know how many Aragons I got at the crib that got the colorways is just crazy? They crazy. Crazy. And I'm talking about, if you go buy an Aragon with an NH35, or he does Swiss, and he got Miyota movements. Man, the dude is killing the game, bro. Like, he's still rocking R150s, which I don't know why Invicta don't do that no more. I imagine that they probably have a damaged relationship or something like. I don't know. But I just know that, like, and I'm just piggybacking off of what you said. Bob, Aragon, yeah, colorways. I don't think there's another company out there right now, except with the exception of Watch Dives. Watch Dives, Watch Dives and Pagani has come a long way. Well, no. Pagani has come a long way. Watch Dives, since I've been knowing them, I have 2 Watch Dives at the crib. Really nice watches, but like, they got some colorways that just, whew. But for somebody so Wing has 30 years in the game. Customer service, A1. A1. It is, just A1. So, yeah, we about to land this plane because I'm about to have breakfast with my little one, the little half pint person. And maybe I'll get her on the show again sometime in the future. An advantage, if you've never been to a wind-up show or anything like that, go, because you get to get straps. I got a bunch of straps. And yeah, I didn't go to this one, but this was from Swiss Watch Company gave me these little Velcro-y straps, and I think that was a dope. This is actually pink, black and pink, which I'm going to put this on a watch today and rock out. I'm updating in a number of my watches today as those straps come in. These straps, so far, beautiful. I'm telling you, man, this is so dope. This is such a dope. Man, look at that watch, man. Look at that, man. Man, I just dig this watch so much. 24-hour dial, man. That thing is crazy, yo. What up, bro? What's going on with you? This thing is super crazy, y'all. You said Pagani Designs. Seems like they just ripped off. Hey, Pagani Design is a cash grab, and I wouldn't. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It is. It's a cash grab. They will make a design of a watch, and boom, that's it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Speaking of which, who was it? Now, I absolutely like IWC. If you don't know that, I think that's another watch that, if like money was no object, I would dig into IWC because IWC has a number of pieces that they're peaches. I'm hungry. Pieces that I absolutely enjoy. But the Engineer, however you pronounce it, even though that wasn't a popular design, I remember the first time I saw one. Fell in love with it just like that. I mean, that watch is amazing. I love the dial. I love the outlay of it, man, overall. And aesthetically speaking, is something that fits me, right? Now that would definitely be a grill level to me, because that price. But it's out of my price range currently. And even if I was in that price range, if I'm gonna rock, I see that's the thing too, man. Because what do you do if you decide to spend over $15,000 on a watch? What brand do you go to? Because there are a number of brands that you can grab, man. That falls. I mean, because even, I mean, go Cartier to be a little cheaper, and I think Cartier is a nice watch. Is it worth the price? I don't think it is because of the movements that it use, but I still think Cartier is one of the dopest watch brands out there. Do you go Rolex? You know, not to be on the Rolex hype train, but like, dude, Rolex got some heat, bro. Like, and call the Submariner boring or whatever. I mean, I have a number of homages, you know, and I'm not opposed to having that. But I think I will get a Tudor before I got the Rolex. You know what I'm saying? I get the Tudor FXD, which I think, yeah, I know I got the fixed lugs. I get it. But if you judge me on that, you just be judging me because that's what I like. And you should like what you like. So, little if you can't deny that Pagani Designs and the like, hey, you can't deny because they selling out the gym. I've been peppering my watches with these pink Aragons for breast cancer. Yeah. Crockett watches make the best homages. You sent me a picture of that too. I'm gonna wear my pink strap later today. Aussie James. Great piece, yeah. Drawing blue. Expensive. Ooh. The Lunamatic last week. Drawing blue and glass suit. Original. Geo is, I guess that would be another one, bro, if you had the money. That's on a whole different. That's gonna be for another show, bro. Hey, can we? You know what? Why don't we do a Sunday show where all of us get together and talk, man? If whoever's down for a live, man, I'll do the other format where all of us can get up there and talk because I love reading y'all comments, man. But I want to hear, and I want the people to hear from y'all. So if y'all down for a Sunday, let me know. You don't have to be this Sunday, but like, let me know what's a good time, and we can all just. Like 4 or 5 of us jump on here and just talk about, like, and you could just make your points valid. And Riskful, you know what? Riskful, you don't have a choice. You got to come up because you ain't been on the YouTube screen in a long time, man. I'm calling you out, sir. You got called out, bro. Called out. Yeah. All right, so I'm about to be out of here. I'm out of here. Honestly, I'm out of here. And what I showed today, all right, my South Baltimore, the Balt, a.k.a. Night Raven. I got the Gene Krantz. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on, you know, because somebody else gave me an idea with the name shoot. I was calling this the Professor X, but there was another name that somebody used. I may switch code names for that one. You know what I'm saying? And we got this one right here. This one. I got to come up with a nickname for this one. This one has to get a character name too, especially with this new. Yeah. This right here, I'm calling Deep Six. Yeah, oh yeah. Deep Six, quit playing with me, man. Who know about G.I. Joe? If you know, you know. Alright, this right here, my Pro Diver. Oh yeah, I see. And then my Invicta. X-Wave. And that right there. So that's that. I'm about to be out, about to have breakfast with the little one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for kicking and rocking with your boy. Hold on, make sure Bob was doing mine. Hey, what's up? Nice watching the prank. Hey, what's going on, man? Been very busy these months. Hey, blessings. Thank you. I'm glad you came in because I was, man, we about to close up shop. So, Jonathan Holmes, have a great day, everyone. Yes, everybody, have a blessed day. I hope you guys, those that's in New York, enjoy yourselves, man. Take plenty of pictures, man. Document this time and space, man. It's beautiful. We all come together, man. You leave all the other stuff outside and you just come together and enjoy watches. It's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? So until the next lightning strike, man, y'all be blessed.